There we go. I think we honestly have enough wood for probably a nice fire tomorrow too.
Oh yeah, just keep it burning all night.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, so usually in the summer months, this Atlas staging area is packed full with campers and trucks and trailers. But yeah, come wintertime, it's pretty empty. You can pretty much choose whichever spot you want to go to because there's hardly anyone here, which makes it really nice. Even in the summertime when we come out here and there's a lot of people, it doesn't really like get on my nerves because we're all out here for the same reason, to enjoy the mountains and the outdoors, whether it be just camping, quadding, hiking, whatever it is. Like, we're all out here just enjoying life. Definitely come wintertime, it's like a lot more solitary and a little bit more peaceful, I guess you could say. So how often have you been out here, Dallin?
Honestly, the last time, twice. The last time that you guys were out here too, but we didn't end up linking up.
Right.
And then I came back by myself probably a week after, and I get a really wicked spot. You can see Crowsnest Mountain in the back. Go set my camera up. I'm really excited, and realized my lens broke.
What?
Literally, like the interior mirror part was just loose, and so I had to replace the lens. So literally, like, just a night of enjoying the scenery, and then just like going. So
shoot, man. Some of the wood, right? Oh yeah.
I think so. Down here too. Oh, there's some crackle.
What are you doing with your fingers?
Yeah, you make like a little diamond, and you just like blow. Like, make a little diamond, and you just blow right.
Oh, I guess that sort of constricts the airflow and sort of more pinpoints it to a specific spot. So I checked the weather apps and it's not even supposed to get that cold this night. I think it was like +4, +5. So should be good to go. Unless we just sleep out here by the fire. So Ransom Jasper actually were pretty gracious enough when I asked them to do some photos for them. And they sent me this really awesome mug with the Ransom Jasper logo. It's got a cork style on the bottom, and it even comes with a little a rubber lid that goes on top here to make it more like a thermos. So that's really handy. Definitely love this mug. Super stylish, looks really outdoorsy, and yeah, definitely a fan of it. So that's Crowsnest Mountain, and it is pretty foggy and cloudy up there right now. Looks so cool. It feels really good to be back out here in the mountains. I live about an hour away from any mountain range, and so I feel like my anxiety and recent panic attacks have really, disrupted my lifestyle. So therefore, I haven't had the motivation to go out and explore and do photos out here. But I think there's a good time to like hit the pause button and reset, rest at home for a while. So thankfully my friend Dallin invited me out here tonight and for the weekend. So we're out here in Crowsnest area. That's Crowsnest Mountain behind me. The summit is completely submerged in the clouds, and there's no one around. It's so peaceful out here. I love it. In this last summer, we were out camping here in the same spot actually. We were tenting. Early Sunday morning, I couldn't sleep. Went for a walk down some of the quad trails that are behind me. So I followed a quad trail that goes behind the trees and further up the hill in the back there. And that's when I spotted a grizzly. I didn't have bear spray on me at the time. I should have, but All I had was my knife, and I was walking down this quad trail in the tall grass like 20 feet away from me. I heard movement, so I stopped and looked, and it was a big old grizzly. I just stood there, didn't move. She was just walking sort of away from my path. So my path was this way, and she was sort of going at an angle away from it. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna wait for her to go. But then she turned and she started walking towards the path that I was headed down. And so I'm like, okay, well, I definitely can't continue. So I sort of just backed up slowly like this, you know, quietly. And then my foot hit a rock or something, which made a really loud noise to her. She just poked her head up over the tall grass and like looked over at me, and I looked at her, and we're both like, sup? She just put her head back down, continued walking along her path, and it was like watching National Geographic in real life. So part of me was like terrified, like, oh, this bear's gonna charge and attack me. But the other part of it was so majestic and so surreal, just to be out here in the wild and to spot a grizzly. I guess if you're from Alberta, you grew up here, you've seen countless bears, but I moved out from Manitoba about 2 years ago, so I haven't seen bears that often. So coming out here and just being out in the mountains and seeing them roam around while it's not a zoo, so there's no fence that's keeping you away from these bears, right? They are dangerous, so like, common sense, be safe, be bear smart, but at the same time, just observe them, and they're so majestic and so beautiful. I'm just so thankful for the world that we live in and what God's created, and that we can enjoy landscapes like this and be out here and be in harmony with the animals, right? So love it. Woo! I'm really tempted to sauce my drone up. It's a little windy above the trees, but I feel like I just want to see how close I can get to the top of that mountain there and get some really cool, moody cloud coverage shots of the peak. But like down here is pretty like calm, but you can just hear the roar of the wind just like, blowing over the trees right now. So I actually almost already lost my drone once. So I'm prepared to embark on another rescue mission if that be the case. Might make it a little bit difficult to start a fire this morning because the wood's pretty wet. It was in a plastic bag underneath my vehicle for the night, so I thought it would protect it from the rain and the snow. But I guess it took in a lot of moisture or something because it's really wet, so I'm gonna try to get a fire started. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. How'd you sleep?
Pretty good actually.
Yeah?
I woke up around like 2 hours, 7-ish.
I don't know how this is gonna work.
There you go.
My wife Mary, she's an avid coffee drinker, and it's very rare for me to love a good cup. Because I didn't grow up drinking coffee. But when it comes to coffee though, I do love the outdoorsy aspect of it, and just like having coffee around the campfire and stuff. So I will drink it every now and then, but my go-to is just hot chocolate all day, every day. Mountain maple stoked oats. Yeah, I think it's good. Dallin's just finishing up some product shots for our TIC, and then we're probably gonna hit up the trails. The rain's coming down pretty good now, so it should be a good time. So we're not really sure where we're gonna go, what we're gonna do. Just picking a trail and just gunning it down there. So my trusty steed, 2002 Nissan Xterra. This thing's actually supercharged, if you can believe that. So my wonderful wife Mary had some things up this weekend, so I took her little Barrett with me. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm thinking what you're thinking. We're not allowed to do river crossings, but this isn't a river crossing. So I'm gonna just try to park it in the middle and take some photos. Worst case, we have the tow strap and I have the hooks on the front, so.
Oh shoot. No! It's actually fine if he gets stuck because he's got a tow strap and hooks, and I got track pads, so.
Oh, man. So I've had this Jeep for a year and haven't really pushed it to its limits, so it's nice to get stuck and get unstuck to know that you are not a complete and utter noob. So I think I'm gonna put it back now that I know I'm not gonna get completely compromised, and you'd be able to tow me out easy.
Yeah.
And we'll get some shots.
Okay, let's do it. Dallin working his magic. Those jazz hands?
This is my magic hand. My Gandalf hand. Icy my bumper is.
Woo! One of the great things about carrying a jerry can on your roof during the winter months is that, for one, it doesn't freeze, so you can just keep it up there. And so when you get stuck or get shipwrecked, or you just literally forgot to fuel up like I always do, you get extra fuel. $20 right there.